I'm a rock star, I'm a raised like rail. I ain't taking L's in Madden all year.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So in today's video, I want to show you guys a setup from this gun double stack formation that will beat every single coverage in Madden 23. So if you enjoyed the video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So the way this video is going to work is how the last one worked, where I'm going to give you guys a setup and I'm going to show you versus every single popular coverage in Madden 23, and it's going to be for both current gen and next gen. Now last video, I believe I started off with next gen and finished with current gen. So this video, I actually want to start off with current gen and finish with next gen. So if you're watching this right now, could you please do me a favor? For one, really drop a like on the video if you enjoyed the format of this video with me going through current and next gen for you know, showing you for one formation. So if you do enjoy this style, please let me know by dropping a like, and also please let me know through comments. I love reading you guys' comments. I love interacting with y'all. So if you just feel like, you know, drop a comment. You know, it really does mean a lot to me. But also drop a comment if once I switch over to next gen, if you want to put a timestamp in the comments to help everybody out, because somebody may only want next gen, somebody may only want current gen. So obviously we'll start with current gen. So whenever I go to next gen, could you please let me know in the comments, or let somebody know, because I may forget, because I really am forgetful about that stuff. But anyways, let's go on and dive into this. And also, I really like this shirt. Also, you guys might be kind of, you know, hating on it a little bit. I'm actually about to go out, you know, step out for a little bit. So I wanted to give you guys this video because honestly it's a really good video. But all you need is slide apprentice and outside apprentice. So this is perfect for your MUT players. Now if you're on regs like I am, then you really want to use the bucks with this because we're going to be using slide apprentice and outside apprentice. Okay, now personnel doesn't matter too much. We'll get into that in a little bit, but the only play we're going to take a look at in this formation is going to be this curl flat play. Now I am in the Seahawks offensive playbook. Again, I'm in the Seahawks offensive playbook, but this play can be found in other playbooks, this curl flat. But I love the Seahawks because they also have the play smash and they also have the play stack out. So, you know, you have passing options, and also they have really good run plays. So, you know, it's a really good formation. So we're going to go to curl flat right here. Now for the defense, I already kind of have it preset up. We're going to do what we did last time. So we're going to take a look at the most popular defense, which is $326 or $32, and we're going to take a look at all the basic coverages out of there. So your cover 3, your cover 4 drop, cover 2, and man coverage. And then we're going to come take a look at some match coverage. So we're going to look at cover 4 quarters, cover 6, and we're going to look at cover 4 palms. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go to cover 3. Now, when you run this offense, you mainly want to do your best to stay in the middle of the field when you run this. Now, the only reason why is because it's a double stack formation, meaning that we can throw, you know, your RPOs, you know, either side. We can throw that. So you want to give yourself a good chance of getting yards on either one. So you really want to try to keep this offense in the middle or as close to the middle of the field as you can. So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, for this setup, it's really simple but really effective. You want to take triangle right here, you want to put him on a post, and you want to take square right here, you want to put him on a post, and lastly, you want to take circle, go ahead and throw him on a hitch route or a smoke screen just like this. Now, the reads on this play, I love reading this running back route. This running back route is going to get open versus every single coverage. And then also, you're going to read this post right here by triangle. And then you want to read X or circle depending on what's going on with the defense. So let me just snap the ball so you can see what I'm talking about. So look at R1, then triangle. I love hitting that read right there. Now I know you've seen them light up, but that's because I threw the ball a tad bit early. But also you can hold this ball and throw it on the sideline. So let me kind of explain why I love this setup real quick. So a lot of times your user is either going to be on this hook zone right here, or your user is going to be on this hook zone right here, right? Well, right here. So the reason why I love this setup is because no matter where the user is, we're going to have a dot every single time. Now, if the user is on this guy right here, a lot of times what they're going to do is they're actually going to ride this route right here for half a second, and then they're going to come back and do exactly what the CPU did, and they're going to pick that up right here. Now when you see that, and keep in mind this is on the user on this side, when you see that, you have two options, okay? You can either A, dump this ball down right here to your running back, and this route gets open versus next gen as well, so you can dump this ball to your running back, or B, you can wait and you can actually hit this throw right here. You can hit it in this window, or you can wait for him to get kind of to the sideline then throw it. But I love to hit this throw whenever you see me throw it, because a lot of times you'll get that possession catch right in front of them, and even with Acrobat they won't be able to get there as long as you don't throw it too late, if that makes sense. So really love this setup. Now when they start trying to zone drop, when they start putting this guy back some, then that's when I love to hit this little hitch right here, because this hitch will get you a lot of yards, you know. So you'll have a quick read if they're playing like zone drop, or if they're not, you have one quick read and then you have your other read right here. So it's just nice how it flows together. Okay, now we're gonna take a look at cover 4 drop. Now on current gen, you actually can bomb cover 4 drop with this setup, which is why I like it, because you can sneaky bomb it, and you can also sneaky bomb some match coverage, which we'll take a look at here in a second. But let me just show you what I'm talking about. Of course that would happen. I'm telling you guys, I play on all Madden practice mode, so those type of things just literally happen all the time. I just want you to see why I have to spy people, because man, all Madden sheds, you know, go on practice mode, put in the garbage people you want, and you just see stuff like this. Like, he's playing like a 99 overall D tackle, you know, just literally bullying his way past 3 people in a sense, and then he gets dumbed out, you know, number 66. I should tell you why practice mode is a little wonky sometimes. But anyways, past all that, you still have the running back read you can hit. Now also, this route right here, it doesn't get as open. Well, actually, you still can throw it because on current gen, they actually drift outwards, and I'll show you in a second. You can throw this ball to the sideline right here, but this is what you're reading. This is a cover 4 drop beater in current gen, and it'll beat it every single time. So what I'm gonna do here is, I actually did not mean to do that, so we're gonna come back out in our defense. Definitely did hit the wrong button. So let's go ahead and get this set up real quick, and then we'll go ahead and look at match coverage in a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and go to next gen. So what we're gonna do, remember, you want to put double post on the left side essentially, and circle on the hitch. Now, just so I can have time, I'm gonna spy these 2 guys, and we are in cover 4 drop. All right, so I just want to show you something real quick. So triangle, I just want to show you, you can hit that read if you're already drifting that way. That's going to be how you want to throw that ball to be able to hit it. Now I'm going to show you the cover 4 drop beater, then we'll go ahead and move on, just so you can actually see that it does in fact beat it. I just love to show you guys why I got you here, you know. So that's why I do it. So look at square, and then just notice how wow, that was a terrible pass, but you want to throw it earlier, and then you want to lead it more up. That was a terrible pass, and I don't want to waste any more time on that play, but you definitely can't beat cover 4 drop, okay? I just got a really bad animation. But cover 2 is the next coverage I want you to look at. And again, I can't wait to show you versus the next gen, man, because it's a difference between how the same routes react on current gen and next gen, right? So square, I'm not getting a good pass lead. I'm gonna show you what I'm trying to throw, and then I'm taking a replay, because I'm just not getting the pass lead that I would like to get. But anyways, regardless, let's just say I didn't want to hit that, right? So again, cover 2 is actually cover 2 is actually the only coverage that this route doesn't get as open with, and that's because the vertical hooks actually play this route right whenever you run it. But the good thing, the cool thing, is that you're gonna make your opponent choose between these 2 routes: X, our crosser, or our post, excuse me, and then our other post. So the reason this gets open as it does, because notice how this post is going to drive out that deep half. So that's why you see this gap right here. That's what I was trying to throw, but I'm just not getting a great pass lead. So I was trying to fit it. You want to throw this ball up. So when you throw it, you want to throw it with your analog stick up to where you could lead them into this angle right here, but I'm just not getting what I want. And also, I love this too, because if they don't zone drop their clouds, this route is going to be wide open every single time. Literally every single time that route's going to be wide open. If they do zone drop, then I love to just check this down right here, because the vertical hook will never play it, if that makes sense. So, you know, you always have reads available. Now, last coverage, well, not last, but man coverage. So with man coverage, I actually like to keep this zig route right here, and that's the only thing I like. Now, R1 is going to do a great job of beating man coverage. So look at R1. Triangle's going to do a good job. Now, square, that's what I was trying to show you on cover 2 with that little hard pass lead up. So yeah, I just want to show you real quick. So R1 is going to toast his man. This route is going to beat his man just because it is a post. This route is going to beat man as long as you have a good matchup. And this is what I was trying to explain to you. In cover 2, you want to pass lead it just like I did. Notice how he changed directions and actually went up. That's what you're looking for when you're trying to beat cover 2. And also, this route right here does beat man coverage. Now, this route, it all depends on who you have running it right here. It depends on the matchup. Now, right here, he just didn't even get to run the route right. So sometimes that does happen, unfortunately. So that's man coverage. Now, I just want to take a look at match, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch over to next gen. Okay, so we're gonna go to dying normal, and we're gonna come out in cover 4 palms. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna come out in cover 4 palms. So cover 4 palms, and then we're gonna go back to double stack, and then we're gonna take a look at curl flat again. So this little route concept is actually crazy against match coverage, all right? Because if somebody runs match, you run this setup, okay? If somebody's running match, you run this setup, and I'll show you why. So first, look at square. Notice how we're just gonna float that ball. We're just gonna let him be an athlete, be a receiver, be your speedster. So you could really put a speedster there if you want to. Now again, this is cover 4 palms, okay? Now what's important is pay attention to this guy. This is normally who your user is gonna use when they play cover 4 palms. Notice how so the quarter flat is going to take our running back. That's fine. So what happens here is that this guy right here, he's normally going to, the user, this is your user, he's normally going to help out right here, normally, okay? Now if he doesn't, you can actually throw this ball. You can throw this right now if you want to. You want a possession catch it. But what we're reading here is this deep route right here. And if they're doing anything funny, a lot of times you can actually throw this guy on the sideline. So if they're doing something funny, like if they're deep halfing this guy or something, because if they deep half him, he'll actually go back there. But what'll happen, we'll have this guy wide open. So no matter what coverage your opponent plays, you're going to be able to have a dot. Now this is cover 6. So what I'm going to do is just spy these two. And keep in mind, this is the user, okay? So just kind of keep in mind what he does on the snap of the ball, because that's going to show you why this play is really powerful, right? So look at square also. Well, it's not really open, but I just wanted to just throw it. But we're going to go back and replay. And also, when I do next gen, it's not going to be this in depth. I'm just doing this in depth just because you're here. But you're going to read this guy right here, because look at the user, right? So this is your user right here. So notice how the user quarter flat takes him. So the user has to take him, right? User has to take him, or the user has to take him right here. So we have a double dot open at all times, essentially, with this offense. So last thing I want to show you is cover 4 quarters. And again, we're in cover, that was cover 3. We're in cover 4 quarters right here. So after that, we're going to go ahead and switch over to next gen, and we're going to take a look at next gen, okay? Because I want this video to be about maybe 15 minutes long in total, so not too much longer. But cover 4 quarters, I had to show you that because it's going to get wide open for a 1-play touchdown against cover 4 quarters. And like I said, man, current gen with this particular setup is absolutely crazy. You can really just dominate with this one setup. Now, the only thing that sucks, I mean, of course, is that this cornerback is going to sit on our post route. But the good thing is that a lot of times the user won't even see this developing, because they'll be on the court, they'll be down here lurking maybe this, or they may lurk this, or they may run and try to help here, but they're never just going to take their user and just go straight up the field and go guard this. So you have a really great dot there. So let's go ahead and switch over to next gen though. Alright, so right here we got next gen. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this because it shouldn't take this long for this next half of the video. So here goes the setup right here, and we are going against cover 3. And I'm gonna go ahead and spot these two just so I can have enough time just to show you guys everything that I want to show you dealing with cover 3. So circle, we're gonna be able to have that quick if we want it. And then also square, you're gonna be tempted to throw that. Now please don't throw that. I threw that just to show you that you're gonna be tempted to throw that in next gen, but it's not gonna get open. So real quick, we're gonna take a look. So right here, like I told you, R1, this route is really great because it's gonna get like a speed burst animation. Now next gen is cool because versus cover 3, we actually could throw this ball right here every single time versus cover 3, and it's only because of how the hook zones react on cover 3. They're gonna drive on this route. Now current gen, they're not gonna drive this hard on it, but because they drive this hard, we have this throw right here. And now if they're not using nobody, you can still throw this ball right here because this hook zone is going to come back and lurk this. So don't get baited into throwing that. And I'll go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So cover 3, the CPU is going to play like this every time. The only way they don't is if they zone drop their hook zones, which most people do not do. So I just want to show you square real quick because you'll be able to throw that right there in that little of course, the time I try to show that, they actually play it right. But anyways, I'm gonna show you one more time because it does get open right there in that little gap. Every now and again, the CPU on practice mode will play it right because this is all Madden practice mode. But they actually don't play like that every time. So hopefully I can show you a good example here. So there we go. So that's the gap that you're looking for. Every now and again, the CPU will do what you just did, but for the most part, you can actually throw that consistently versus cover 3. And keep in mind, the hook, the deep half is actually on this side. Most of the time when people run cover 3, this guy is normally going to be in the middle of the field right here most of the time. Sometimes the formations do actually base around where they play on this side, but most of the time they're not going to be there, and that makes this throw even that more wide open. But anyways, I just want to show you that they'll drop and then this gap right here, and you'll be able to expose that gap. Now I actually want to just drag this guy because a lot of times when you play cover 3, it's gonna look just like this a lot of times. You guys see this look a lot where they, you know, it's going to be something like this, you know, where it just looks like cover 3. This is when I actually really love to throw this little dot right here that you're about to see. So we'll set it up the same way again here, and then just take a look at it. So look at square. Notice how it's a tough throw, but you got to work on the timing of it, if that makes sense. I threw that ball a tad bit too late. But anyways, I want to keep this moving. So I want to show you cover 4 drop. Remember, on current gen, we actually were able to bomb cover 4 drop for a 1-play touchdown. So I just want to show you what that looks like here on next gen. Just so you don't actually throw a pick thinking that you could throw it again. So look at square. Notice how square is going to look like. I don't know what even happened there. I think I threw it at, I think it may throw at the lineman or something. I think one of the linemen were there. But anyway, it's going to look like you could throw that, but just please don't get baited, because you won't be able to throw that versus cover 4 drop. What's good to read versus cover 4 drop is going to be this route right here. So when he gets about right here, I love to throw this ball down and then get a nice possession catch in this gap, because the acrobat will never get there. You'll catch the ball up in like the 50 if you throw it right here. Now also, if the user takes off and chases this route right here, I love to throw this route right here. Either this one, you want to pass lead it up though. If you try to pass lead it down or something, you're gonna throw a pick to this guy. You have to throw this ball up, okay? And I'll show you that real quick, and then we'll take a we'll keep moving, because like I said, you guys seen all this on current gen already, so I don't want this video to be in like 20 something minutes long or something like that. Okay, so I just want to show you X. So you just want to pass lead it up, so it's gonna do kind of like that, and then they won't be able to lurk it. Now the only way they can lurk it is if they're user in it and they actually take a proper angle, but the CPU won't ever lurk it if you throw it just how you see me throw it. Okay, now that was a cover 4 drop. Now let's take a look at cover 2. Now with cover 2, I want you to see how exactly it's gonna look. So here we go. And let's go and snap the ball. So cover 2, you actually can throw square and it will get open the same. Jesus, I can't throw a good pass. I'm running into my lineman again. That's the only thing I hate about practice mode. It's just, it's so weird trying to show you guys stuff, because just the weirdest things happen on here. So like I said, I was trying to move up, trying to step up and throw this ball, but they just completely just whiffed that. But regardless, I want you to see something. So versus cover 2, you actually can throw this ball right now. Because vertical hooks aren't aggressive on next gen like they are on current gen, so you can actually throw this ball here. And then also what happens here is that we have the same situation where you can dump this ball right now. So you have 2 right now throws versus cover 2 that's always open, either the running back or our hitch route right here. And then also notice how the safety is sliding. So what I was trying to explain to you is that if you wait half a second, you could throw this ball about over here. You'll be able to outrun that guy right there. So that's how it is with cover 2. Now, man coverage, it's the same setup that I gave you guys already. So, here we go right here in circle. It all depends on who you have running that route. R1's gonna get open sometimes. Now, look at triangle. These linemen is just always in my way. Anyway, we'll take a quick look at it, but again, it all depends on who you have running this route. Sometimes, see, notice how next gen they run it a little better, but since that's Giro on him, that's why he guards it really good. And this crosser route can run away from his man coverage. Now, the running back route can get open. It all depends on who you have running this route and who they have covering it. Right here, they actually do a pretty good job. That's the safety at linebacker, so he does a pretty good job. And also, this route right here is what you want to look for, your money route. And then also, if they are playing any kind of funny man coverage, you actually can a lot of times have this post. It just, again, depends on who you have running it. So that's everything with that. Now we're gonna take a look at match coverage, and then that's gonna be the video, okay? Because I don't want this video being too long. So we're gonna go to dime normal. So it's the same process. Cover 4 quarters, cover 6. We're gonna come out and cover 4 palms, okay? And I choose these 3 match coverages because it's just the most common that you'll see. You don't really see cover 9 that much, so that's why I just don't worry about including it. So that's just kind of why, just in case you were curious. I just want to show you guys realistically what you'll see when you load up on this game, right? So you can keep the zig route if you want to, but square, don't get baited into throwing that because it is a hard throw to throw. Now I know it looks like it's going to be open. It all depends on technically who you have running it, but it's a really hard throw to make is what I want you to see. Now this route right here is going to be able to get open, and it's because the quarter flats in next gen, they're going to ride this post a little bit tighter, which means that you can actually just dump this ball right now and you'll actually be able to skate and maybe get about, you know, 5-6 yards. So now Now here, the vertical hook, not vertical hook, the 3-rec right here is going to have to, your user essentially is going to have to choose between these two routes, between those two. And that's how you're going to be able to dominate against match coverage, because he's going to auto man lock onto him. Notice how he's running, he's taking an angle, he's coming down. This is auto man locked, which means that I can actually throw this tight end route. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and then we're going to move on from different coverages. So this route right here, with X, they're gonna auto man lock on it. So what I mean by that is that watch that I could throw, of course that time he didn't, but regardless, you could throw either or, okay? If you want to be safe, you could just throw the running back route. I think it all depends on who gets bumped or not. Notice how right here he's gonna kind of drive down and then he stopped. Last play he didn't do that, so sometimes they are a little unpredictable, but if you want to be safe, just throw this running back route. You'll be able to have this every single time. Now, before I move forward, I do just at least want to just dump it down to the running back so you can just see it. Just so you can see, because I always talk about this running back route, because that's what you're going to be able to throw. And notice how you're going to be able to get like good animations, and you're going to pick up about 10 yards, 8 to 10 yards, maybe 6 if the user's really good. But you could tell they have to guard that pass really well. So then the CPU with this particular setup just cannot. So if they're blitzing you or something like that, then you could definitely do that. So we're going to cover 4 quarters now, just so you can see what cover 4 quarters looks like. So again, double post. We're gonna go ahead and hitch our circle receiver, and it's just a simple read. Look at triangle. Notice how square is gonna get bracketed. So just keep that in mind, that on your read progression on that play, it's really just gonna be running back to corner route, not corner, excuse me, post route. So running back, notice how the running back, again, we could throw this ball. We just seen we could throw this, right? So this right here is going to be your next read. So I love reading this route and this route versus match coverage, honestly. And most coverage, honestly, is you're going to be able to read that read. So cover 6 is the last coverage we want to take a look at, and then that's going to wrap it up for this video, okay? I tried to make it within 20 minutes. Well, I mean, I tried to make it like, about 15-minute video. I could never do it. I be trying my best, y'all. I promise I do. But I love that corner route, well, post route read in match coverage against cover 6, because it's going to get open. And keep in mind, R1, this running back route, like I said, versus every coverage, you're really going to be able to throw this running back route. So your user's going to get tired of guarding this route. They're going to start trying to call hard flats, and when they do, we're going to take advantage of it with this little concept right here. So if they call hard flats, a lot of times this guy's going to shoot down there right now. So we'll have this throw, and we'll also have this throw that's available. So as you can tell, this play is just really, really powerful. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. And again, if you made it this far, I truly appreciate you. And please remember to put a timestamp for me, because I will 10 out of 10 forget. So just help me out with that. I appreciate you guys. But anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.